My name's Alex. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm taking a break from classroom setup to do a little bit of planning for this next school year. I feel like my classroom is kind of at a point where I can chill out a little bit and focus on kind of like what we're going to be doing for the next school year. But I thought that I would take a little break from all of that and make a video about what my classroom must-haves are. Like I said, I've been teaching for technically 4.5 years. I started teaching when I graduated in December, so I got my first teaching job and started that in January. But this is my 5th full year of teaching. So that is exciting. But I have had a lot of time to figure out what I need in my classroom, and I thought this would be a good time to make this video too, because I've had to take a lot of stuff out of my classroom this year. And if you've watched my classroom setup, you'll know that I'm moving from a typical classroom to a portable like trailer style classroom this year, and there's a lot less space in here. So I've really had to condense the things that I have in my classroom and only keep the things that are like absolutely 100% needs. So I thought this would just be a good time for me to talk about what those needs and must-haves and just some of my favorite things are. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it, and I have my list right here. So if I look over here, that's what I'm looking at. So the first thing that I have to have, and I've had this for 2 years now, is that rolling standing and sitting desk. I think that they are sold on TikTok Shop now, but I got mine 2 summers ago, and I actually bought it from Amazon, so I may have paid a little bit more than you would if you got it off TikTok Shop. But it truly has changed my teaching 100%. Like, I feel like I'm so much more engaged with the students whenever I can like move freely around. And that'll go into my second must-have, is a document camera. I'm a document camera teacher through and through. Like, I love my document camera. I like to be able to just slap something under there and show kids what I'm doing, what I expect of them, and not have to worry about like adding that to my slides and things like that. So being able to, my personal document camera is one that the school provides. I have thought about trying to purchase one with my own money or possibly classroom funds that is wireless, but I'm always scared about buying wireless stuff because I'm like, what if it doesn't connect? But even with the one that has the wire from our school, it's a pretty long wire, so I can still like move around the classroom and stuff like that. So a standing desk is a game changer for me, and definitely came with me into my 4th grade classroom. And then my document camera also is coming with me. I love both of those. The third thing that is a classroom must-have for me is a stain-resistant rug. So I have a, I think it's a schoolgirl style rug right now, and I got it last year when I knew I was going to be teaching kindergarten. Previously I taught 3rd grade, and I just had like a rug from Amazon. I think it was under $100. And we did get on that rug a good bit in 3rd grade, but we didn't get on it like all at the same time. It would be like for centers or playtime and stuff like that. And it got a bunch of traffic, but it wasn't like we were sitting on it every single day. This past year when I taught kindergarten, I spent some money and got a stain resistant rug. And if I had a tip for you, if you're looking at classroom rugs right now, get one that is mostly black. Like, mine looks like this. I have a picture of it, but it's black, and then it has like the color around it. And I borrowed a teacher friend's carpet cleaner whenever we were getting out for school, and she let me borrow it. And I did clean the whole thing. It was really dirty, but the only stains you could see were on those parts that had like the color, especially like the yellow. But the stains came out like it was great. And I even sprayed it with Scotch Guard at the beginning of the year, so I don't know if that helped or whatever, but I probably should have sprayed it maybe a couple times during the year, but I only sprayed it at the beginning. So stain resistant rug, especially if you teach the little kids. Like, I still have my rug in my classroom, in my 4th grade room now, and it's just in my library because, like I said, I don't have a ton of room, but it'll still get a bunch of foot traffic. And so hopefully next year, whenever I get ready to clean it, it is as easy to clean as last time. So the 4th thing that is a must-have is a bulletin board pocket organizer. And I actually have mine right back here. You can see it hanging right there. And I'll insert some pictures of like what it looks like all opened up. But I have a ton of bulletin board border. And these things are a game changer for storing it. It never gets messed up. It's small and like condensed and easy to pull out and see all the border that you have. So that's definitely a must-have for me. And then next is going to be a staple remover, but not the kind that you pinch. I can't stand those. I prefer the ones that you hold on to and can get them up under the staple, and that is a must-have for me. Next is going to be a good set of magnetic clips. I would suggest getting ones that say heavy duty, because if you have a magnetic whiteboard, at least I put stuff up there all the time. Like, anytime we have gone over something, we have an anchor chart, anything like that, I want it to be somewhere that the kids can see it, and I don't want it like falling. I have tried a bunch of just even magnets or magnetic clips, and the heavy duty ones hold up so much better. Now, I know this next one, a ton of people have said it, but I just cannot go do a must-haves video without the Scotch thermal laminator. I actually have 2 of them. I will use them both simultaneously if I'm doing like a big project, or if it's like during the school year, I will actually bring one home to my house and keep one at school. That is definitely a must-have. I know everybody says it, but if you have not bought one yet, buy one. Don't buy the Amazon Basics. Buy the Scotch thermal laminator. They're the best. The next thing that I'm gonna say, I know it may be like kind of controversial about whether or not this is like a must-have or not, because it is a little bit more expensive, but it's a must-have to me, and especially this school year, it's going to be a must-have, because when my kids test in here, they're going to be sitting very, very close because of the space is just not big. So a must-have for me is going to be those privacy screens. Now, there are tons of ways that you can make these and make them cheaper than like the ones that I have. It was just something that I knew that I was going to use long term, and that I wanted them to hold up and, be useful and last. And so I did spend a little bit extra money to get those and get the good ones. So obviously there's tons of different things, and this is my must-haves video. So if this does not work for you, then that is perfectly fine. I'm just sharing what I need in my classroom. And then the last thing, I'm sure there's tons of other things that I'm not even thinking of, but the last thing that I use and need every single day in my classroom is a personal set of markers and crayons. And I like to get these during back to school, and I go back to school shopping whenever all the kids do. I just love it, like my teacher heart. It makes me so happy to go school supply shopping. But I always get like a big pack of the Crayola markers, and the kids know that they're mine, and I usually don't share just because they don't take care of them, especially last year in kindergarten. I was like, nope. But for my crayons, I used to get just like the big thing of like Crayola crayons and keep those, in my little rolling cart near my teaching area. But last year I actually got the twistable crayons, and I really liked those because they don't break, and they lasted me a whole entire school year of kindergarten. And if you know anything about kindergarten, you color all the time. I don't expect that I will use it as much this year in 4th grade, but there's still times when, you know, you need to tell them to pull out this color crayon, this color crayon, and this color crayon for a certain activity. And I don't like to have to be going over and like searching for myself. I like to have like my own little set. And like, so in my teacher desk, you know, I have my pens and all that stuff, but then in my teaching area up at the front, I have my little set of crayons and markers for me. Anyways, that is my teacher must-haves. And if there is anything that you can't live without in your classroom, comment it down below, and let's see if we agree about the things that are must-haves in our own classrooms. All right, well, the next time I see you, I will be setting up some more of this classroom and getting it ready. I have lots of ideas for other videos, like getting ready for back to school, meet the teacher, forms, things like that that I have in my classroom every year. And yeah, so it's gonna be a good year. I hope you're having a great summer and enjoying your summer and not spending too much time in your classroom like me. But I'm about to go meet some teacher friends for lunch today, and I'm so excited to see them. All right, well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.